Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, doing my morning program, Mind, Body, and Soul, like I do every single day. I'm gonna go hit some weights at the gym in a couple minutes, and I figure I'd make a quick video. I was talking with a buddy of mine yesterday, a guy that I counsel. I do life coaching, by the way, if you didn't know that. And I hadn't seen him in a while. He kind of dropped off, which is fine. I'm not there to chase you down. I'm just here to help if you need it. He showed back up and he had revealed to me that he's been going through a depression, and that's why he's been kind of MIA. And, I advised him to, get back in the gym, and, exercise is the foundation of my program. Everything else, all the mindset training are like wheels on a spoke, but you got to have that hub as the exercise program. There's reasons why, it's not just body image. And I was suggesting, look, you got to just kind of go through the motions of some of this when you're going through that kind of pain and hurt, that kind of devastation that we can go through when we've been rejected. Rejection's a real hard one. I mean, it's just like getting stabbed in the chest with a spear. Just really hurts. Hurts some people more than others. You got to stay on top of your program and just kind of go through the motions sometimes, even if you don't feel like doing any kind of positive work towards yourself today. You just kind of feel like curling up in a ball and crying. You can't. You have to push yourself. The days that you feel weak, the days that you don't feel like doing it, are the most important days mindset-wise. This shows that even when life has got you down, that even when the worst happens, when you're in that wounded bird mentality, you're not just going to lie down on the ground and die and let the wolves come and eat you, that you're going to stand up and keep moving forward no matter what. Even if you have 2 broken legs and a broken heart, you're still struggling for survival. I told him, get back in the gym. Get back into a regular routine of life. Don't stop because you're hurt. The second thing I told him is you have to learn how to detach from your emotions a little bit more. And we live in emotional states. I mean, it's like running really fast through the woods. Sticks are just hitting you. You need to have a different outlook. A better outlook is the outlook of a drone, right? You rise up above that tree line and see out over the landscape and really see what you're working with. You can see everything clearly now. Oh my God, this is the area that I'm in. This is where I'm at. Oh, okay. Now I see. But when you're down on the ground level, just running through them fucking sticks, man, you can't see shit. Get turned around, hurts. You start suffering. So we have to change our outlook very often, and detaching from your emotions in that kind of, I don't even know what to call it, in that kind of courtship or lead up is better. We get really dead set on an outcome. I want this to happen. And when it doesn't happen, we turn into big babies, and that's where old wounds come out. We start running this dialogue in our head that's been there for probably way too long, this negative dialogue that's been left unchecked, that we put in the fridge and stored in the freezer for later, and we bring it out every once in a while, once a year, to relish it and to lick it and to cuddle it. And it's this negative dialogue we tell ourselves often, maybe not everybody, but some of us do, and it's that I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of being chosen. I'm not lovable. Nobody loves me. People don't like me. I'll never find a relationship that's worthy, that's worthwhile. We start telling ourselves these negative dialogues, these narratives that we've told ourselves in the past when we've been in weakened states, or maybe these are narratives that other people have thrust upon us. Exes, family members, friends. You never know. We have a whole other video about this, about not owning other people's narratives. Create your own narrative. This is all tied to self-worth. People who have a high sense of self-worth get over rejection more rapidly than people who have a low sense of self-worth. I mean, that seems kind of obvious. If you have a very low sense of self-worth, you're real down on yourself. The littlest thing can happen. Someone can come up and just flick you, and you're just going to be like, ow, you're just so weak and fragile. You're a cracked egg. The way to get past rejection is to build self-worth. Stop dwelling on the exterior. Stop dwelling on the other person and what a choice that somebody else made. And only worry about yourself. Conscientious people, it's not bad to be conscientious. Conscientiousness is a good thing, but you can go overboard with it. And conscientious people sometimes are too tied towards the validation, towards validation from others. And they're too focused on what other people think, what other people say, what other people do as it pertains to them. Not really realizing that everybody's going through their own little weird world of delusion, illusion, because we were all wearing different filters on top of our lenses. So how somebody else internalizes and responds to an experience, an event, or to you, to what you say, not only is it not your job to understand, it's not your business, but you can't try to be a mind reader. A lot of us will take offense. We get rejected and we get offended. How could you reject me? And we can, a lot of people will either go two ways with it, where we say, fuck that motherfucker, it's something wrong with you, I'm great. Or the overly conscientious person will dive way too deep into themselves, always thinking that there's something wrong with them because they've been rejected by someone else. That just because you've been rejected by a woman, even if she's beautiful, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Like in the first scenario, fuck her. It may be something wrong with her. I really look at it as that's a healthier way to go with it. You don't have to be aggressive. Like you're angry at her for rejecting you. Because she may not be ready for a guy like you. She may not be ready for any kind of guy in her life. She may be beautiful and everything's in the right place, an angel. But up here, she may be a dingbat, stupid bitch, and you don't want nobody like that. She's doing you a favor. You want to thank her. When people reject you, you should be thanking them. Because you don't want to be shacked up with the wrong bitch when the right one could be across the room saying, well, that guy over there looks like the type of guy that I would marry. She's sitting there thinking, man, I'd drag my tits through a mile of glass just to drink that guy's bathwater. And you're over there fucking with some dumbass dingbat, fucking go nowhere, do nothing, sorry ass chick. So some of this is having high standards, building character, and being very clear with yourself of what it is that you're looking for. Be very clear with yourself of what type of relationship that you want. Write it down, fantasize about it. Form that into a ball so when it's already happening, you can be thankful for it. All you need is that final component. The person to fit the role. Jeez, the world is full of women. Guys, you're outnumbered by women. There's more of them than there are of us. You go to small towns. I've traveled a lot. You go to small towns in the middle of nowhere, full of beautiful women. So you have plenty to choose from. And don't be hung up on one person. Especially someone you don't really know. You shouldn't be getting so emotionally attached to people that you don't even know. That's that fantasy that you run, that dialogue that you run, that, oh, we could be married, and you just met the chick. You haven't even gone on a date yet. You just seen her in line, and you're already at the grocery store or something, and you're already running these fantasies of riding a white horse down the beach with her or some kind of crazy shit, right? the only thing I really can point out with this conversation is that people need to really work on building self-worth, practicing self-love. This builds confidence. This builds a energy inside of us that's attractive that other people want to be a part of. This builds a foundation for ourselves. So when something does happen, whether it's a rejection, a loss of a family member, any kind of trauma, no matter what it is, we are resilient enough to handle it. Nothing can break through our armor. Nothing can bring us down. The decisions of others aren't going to bring us down, no matter what they are. It's all just food for thought. Thanks for watching.